What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cornelia back for another episode of Black News, a podcast where we break down current events, hot topics, and local stories involving Black people. Now let's get into it. First things first, I have zero updates to share. Nothing happening on this end, y'all. No shows booked. As mentioned, maybe a few weeks ago, I'm taking a hiatus, a small hiatus. I am still burnt out. I feel like I'm in a time of reflection. So honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I have stuff that I'm working on, but outside of that, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just riding with the wind. Wherever the wind blows, I'm going to go in that direction. So no updates to share in regards to stand-up appearances, any happenings. Outside of that, thanks for the continued support. As always, I say that every week, but it can't be said too much. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for sticking by the podcast, liking, subscribing, rating 5 stars, telling friends and family, and sharing the cast. Thanks again for doing that. And with that, because there are no more updates, let's get into it. As you all probably noticed, I did not upload a podcast last week. I did not record one and post. I had all intentions of doing one, but my dad was in town visiting and I just ran out of time. I just did not have the time between him being here, going around, bopping around the city, doing activities, and just spending some QT with my pops. I just couldn't get to posting. I just couldn't get to recording, because once you record, then you have to edit, then you have to upload. I couldn't pull it off. Okay. I just couldn't pull it off. I had every intention of doing that, but it just couldn't happen. And I'm also continuing on in a space of trying to be present in situations, activities in my day-to-day life and living. So, once I realized that I wasn't going to be able to post or upload and record the episode, record and upload the episode, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I realized, hey, sometimes shit happens, okay? Sometimes shit happens and you just ain't able to do things. So I'm sorry I did not post the episode last week of the podcast, but I'm not sorry that I spent time with my dad. Because look, y'all know, quality time with family and friends, you can't get that back. You cannot trade that in for anything. So I ain't get to do it, but I had me a good time. So y'all know I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Flint, Michigan. So coming to the West Coast for friends and family, it's usually an experience for them. And let me say this, it rained hard. It don't be raining out here like that. I mean, we might get a little rain, but when I tell y'all, it was a full-on storm. So that was unexpected. A lot of the things that I had planned, I had to reroute, had to rethink. So it was a lot of movies, watching the games. I swear I done had every football and basketball game on my TV that whole week, because Black dads like watching sports. Okay, I'm a fan of sports, but I ain't no Black dad level fan of sports. So I have been caught up on all of the NFL happenings, whether I liked it or not. I also took my dad to the Laker game, the game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and I saw that Shannon Sharp, Ja Morant fight in real time. Let me tell y'all. So asked my dad if he wanted to go to the Laker game. Now, he don't be really tripping about stuff. So I was like, Daddy, you trying to go to the game? I guess so. What game is it? Let's go to the Grizzlies. Or I gave him options because the Lakers were in town all week. I don't know who good in the NBA no more, okay? I passed the torch. My time is up. When LeBron won his last championship in Cleveland, I felt like I served my time and I needed to pass it on to the younger crowd to keep up. So I don't know who nobody is. I don't know who playing for who. I don't know the record. I don't know nothing. He decided that the best game out of the week was against the Grizzlies. Cool. Got tickets online. Got some really good seats too. We were literally in that same vicinity of where Shannon Sharp was sitting. So we at the game, watching it, kicking it. I got me a little veggie burger, some fries for $100 gazillion because y'all know stadium food be too much money. I'm having it, could get a good time. He having a good time. And all of a sudden, I see a little tussling on the court. Tussling, somebody, some big dude get up wearing a cardigan sweater. I'm like, who's this old man tussling? I squint my eyes because your girl's starting to need glasses. Okay. I had to squint. And I tapped my dad on the arm. I was like, yo, that looked like Shannon Sharp. And he was like, Shannon Sharp? What he doing here? I squint again. It was Shannon Sharp. I was like, yo, that's Shannon Sharp. So everybody's standing up at that point. I had to stand up on my tippy toes to see what happens. Now, in real time, it looked like Shannon Sharp was fighting with Ja Morant's daddy, the one who think he ushered Raymond the fourth. It looked like he was fighting with him. So, you couldn't really tell what was being said. All I kept hearing Shannon Sharp voice booming over the crowd was, I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. And then again, it looked like he was fighting with Ja daddy. Come to find out, as soon as that they broke it up, we get on social media and the Shade Room and them picked it up. Shannon Sharp was fighting with damn near everybody, okay? He was fighting with Ja daddy, some other dude on the team who looked like a Sugar Free. He was fighting with the fake Sugar Free. All that to say, it was gooder than the mug, okay? It was exciting to, one, go to the game because it came down to the last second. To see the fight and the squabble and just to be there in person to experience that. Great experience. Okay. 10 out of 10 stars. Highly recommend. I found myself also cheering for the Lakers, even though I ain't no Laker fan, but y'all know I'm going to follow LeBron wherever we go. So I guess we Laker fans. But it was a good time. Also, to add a note, not related to the game, but about my dad's visit. On the last day of his visit, there was a small earthquake where we live in LA County. Y'all, when I tell y'all, he damn near went and started packing his suitcases and putting them in the car. First thing out of his mouth was, that an earthquake? I was like, y'all don't know, daddy. I knew it was, but I was trying to act like I ain't know because I ain't wanting to freak out. I was like, I don't know. Let me do some research. Come to find out it was. Y'all, he wanted to go to the airport that moment. I ain't take him. I thought it was funny. He calmed down, but what a better way to cap off your LA experience by actually being here during an earthquake. Talk about full Cali moment. But overall, it was good. It was a good trip. Let me know what else, if anything, I missed last week. Some of the topics that we're going over, they're topics that were kind of in play for a while. I just didn't have time to get to them, but they seem to be constantly relevant, and I want to bring them back here. So let me know, one, did you see the Laker game? Did you see Shannon Sharp about the mollywop the whole Memphis Grizzlies basketball team and Ja Morant daddy who think he ushered Raymond the fourth? And what did you think was actually going to happen with that? Hit me up with your thoughts on social media. Lori Harvey be making these people so mad. Y'all, she be making people so mad, hot, and bothered. And I think I know why, but I'm calling it out or calling it in because I really want us to start to pay attention to this, because it may just have a trickle down effect on women in general. And this conversation about dating and what we should and shouldn't be doing, or what we should and shouldn't be allowed to do. Okay, so Lori Harvey, who has her own skincare line. She is an influencer. She is a socialite. She is the daughter of Marjorie and Steve Harvey. She's Steve's adopted daughter. She be dating the finest dudes on the planet. Okay. Lori Harvey be dating all of the people that you said you wanted to date. Your celebrity crush, he in her DMs. The man that you dream about at night, knowing good and dang well you ain't gonna be with, he want her. She was previously linked, and when I say linked, We don't know if she's actually dated these people because she didn't confirm, and the men who be talking about it, we know men be thirsty just like women do, and some of them may not even was dating. They probably just wanted her or hung out with her. But she been linked to people like Future, Diddy, and Diddy's son Justin, which she confirmed that there was the rumor, which was not true, that she dated a father and son, which means she may not, or most likely did not date both. She probably dated one or none. I'm going to go with she probably talked to Diddy a little bit and didn't date his son, because if I had to choose, listen, say what you want. I'm not picking the son over Puff. I'm going to talk to Puff, but whatever. Okay. This ain't about me. Okay. This ain't about me. She also had about a year-long and some change relationship with Michael B. Jordan. And now she has went public. And by when I say she has went public, he posted her first, because they be wanting clout more than we do, than women. Damson Idris, who is most known for his role as Franklin in Snowfall. 2 most recent boyfriends are some of the finest dudes in Hollywood. Okay. Now, before I continue on, let me add this. A lot of people talk about women and how, and when I say people, I'm talking about dudes, about how women in Hollywood be ran through and they just sharing the same person, blah, blah, blah. Stop assuming that people having sex with somebody. 1, 2, having 2 boyfriends within the span of 3 or 4 years, that's not crazy. It's called dating. That's not wild. It's called being 26 years old and dating. The difference is she dating men that y'all recognize, so it makes you uncomfortable. But adding another point, y'all need to stop pump faking, because if Lori Harvey wanted some of these regular men, y'all will be all over it. So don't shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut it right now. She don't want you, and if she did, you would be sniffing all up in that. So hush. But I think I kind of figured it out. I think Lori make people feel insecure. This could go for men and women, because there are some women who are upset by her dating preferences. And let me add, again, another addition. I love it. I talked about Lori Harvey before on this podcast, but I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say this to any woman, young woman listening to this podcast. Date who you want to date. If you want to talk to him, talk to him. If you want to sleep with him, sleep with him. Be responsible and understand what that actually means, because it is an exchange of energy, and you are transferring potential bad energy into your space and your being. That to me is very real. But if you want to do it and you are safe and you are protecting yourself, do it. If you see somebody and he the finest dude, sexiest man alive, Michael B. Jordan, and he want to date you, try it out and see. If it don't work out, break up with him. If somebody else trying to get at you and you like him, see what he talking about. If y'all decide to make it official, go ahead and go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Stop worrying about what these random Joe Schmoes got to say, because it don't matter. So back to the insecurity. I think Lori Harvey make people insecure, and I think it's one because she's able to date some of the finest men. She gets to break up with them or move on from them, and that makes people feel a certain way. We have this idea that when you are presented with the opportunity to date somebody like a Michael B. Jordan or like a Damson Idris or like a Future or whoever, that women, we should be grateful. And we don't seem to put 2 and 2 together, that just because men are famous and successful and have money, that doesn't automatically make them good partners. Maybe they're trash at relationships. But because we feel like we'd be happy in relationships with these people, we expect that other people should feel the same way. And I'm not saying we, including me. I'm saying the non-Black news listeners, because I know this don't apply to y'all. Okay, we just talking. So I think she makes people feel away because she is moving in a space that people aren't used to seeing. Again, women are made to, we're made to feel like we should be grateful to be dating certain people. And in this case, honestly, maybe they should be grateful to be dating her, because let's look at the stats. When it comes to that Lori and Michael B. Jordan relationship, one, he like 10 years older than her. Okay, whatever. But that to me was a clear example of he was more famous and more popular. And from my perspective, people need to add value to your lives when you're dating them. And he gave her more access and more visibility. Great. Now, when it comes to this dancing address, I say dancing address. Dancing address is because y'all remember on the red carpet they asked Denzel Washington if they knew who he was, and he couldn't pronounce his name. He kept calling him dancing address. But when it comes to dancing Idris, Lori got a couple million more followers than he got on social media. One. So in today's world, while he is on a popular television show and people do know him, he ain't really a movie star. She got more reach and followers and eyes on her than he does. So technically, in this relationship, this could be considered a come up for him. And I've been purposely every now and then peeking at his follower count on IG just to see if it is ticking up a little bit as a result of dating her. And it has. Okay. So I also think it is making some men mad, her dating, because maybe they feel like it is empowering other women to feel like we have options as well. Like if she thinks she this and she thinks she get to do all this, then other women gonna be with me. And if they don't think I'm good enough, they gonna bounce around and move around and do whatever. Yeah, you right. If you ain't up to standard, you out, playboy, you out. And I advise that on the other end. If you dating somebody and they ain't up to standard, if you dating her and she ain't doing what she need to do, bounce. Dipset, it ain't worth it. Yes, relationships are effort and you should fight for the good ones. But if it ain't worth it, y'all, get up out of there. I'm just saying. Overall, all Lori Harvey is doing is dating. She is a 26-year-old woman dating the way 26-year-olds date. The only difference is because she dating popular men and some of the most sought after bachelors in Hollywood, it is more visible and is making more people uncomfortable because, and I'm doing air quotes, how dare she? That's the vibe I'm getting. How dare she? But again, I have this message to Lori and all the young women out here doing their thing. I love it. Keep doing it. Keep dating. And after she done with dancing, if it don't work out, I hope she bop over to somebody else. Now, just don't be talking to people that I got a crush on, okay? Because I ain't dancing and Michael B. Jordan, they a little younger than me. But if she come for Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second, okay, then we're going to have a problem. Because, hey, if she come for Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second, then I'm going to be mad, okay? Then I'm mad because that's all me. Just saying. Hit me up on social media with y'all thoughts about this whole situation. Do y'all have particular theories about why she is making stranger men and stranger women on the internet upset about her dating life? Hit me with your thoughts at Canelia on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I went to the Beyonce concert last week, y'all. Did you go? And by Beyonce concert, I mean I watched the videos and the short clips that was posted on Twitter from her performance in Dubai this past weekend. It was like a full-on concert for me. I watched it. Y'all, they done got Beyonce out the house for almost or close to or maybe even more than $24 million for an hour plus of performance at a new hotel opening in Dubai. Internet went crazy. Her first time performing in like 4+ years. Internet lost it. And we wasn't even supposed to see it. So word on the street is that they had guests at this hotel. I forget the hotel name. I just didn't have time to Google. Forgive me. But y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all saw it on social media. They had guests zip up and seal their cameras, phones, any gadget with a recording device. You had to zip that thing up. You couldn't have those inside of the performance. But y'all know somebody was going to sneak that thing in on them. Somebody came in with that thing on them. Thank God, okay? Because what would we have done if we would have not been able to see this, okay? They posted the whole damn thing on social media. I'm talking about clips, video commentary, the fireworks from outside, all of it, okay? Now, before we get into the set list and the details, they also flew out Black entertainers and influencers to help drive social media traffic and conversation about the new hotel opening. Because one thing Black people love us in Dubai. I don't know why. I ain't been yet. I flew on Emirates. I had a layover in Dubai. But Black people love us in Dubai. So we saw posts from Nia Long, Winston Duke, Letitia Wright, Bozeman St. John, Carrie Champion, Terrence J, Chloe and Halle, so on and so on. They were all there kicking it in Dubai and then watching the Beyonce concert. It was spectacular. Now, people were on social media talking about Beyonce had foot surgery and that's why she wasn't doing a lot of dancing. I don't care, okay? I don't care if she had foot surgery or what. She could have been performing with a dang book bag on. I would have been all in, okay? Beyonce could perform in a chair. I'm gonna be tuned in, okay? I'm gonna be locked the F in. So from the clips we saw, it was fantastic. Vocals on point. She let Blue Ivy come out and sing Brown Skin Girl with her. She did songs that she, hadn't performed in years. And let me add, she did not perform not one song from Renaissance. Not one song from Renaissance, which tells me she's saving that for us. She's saving that for us. She know what that means to us. She's saving that for us. Thank you, B. Okay, thank you. Now, the set list. This is allegedly. She opened up the show with At Last, the cover that she performed in Cadillac Records, the Etta James song. Then she followed it with XO, Flaws and All, Ave Maria, Halo, Brown Skin Girl, and Be Alive. Now, let me say that when has she ever performed some of these songs in this order? This was a completely new Beyonce set. I'm talking about she don't be performing some of these. Then Act 2, she performed Other Side, Bigger, Spirit, Freedom, I Care, and Beautiful Liar. Y'all, this is the first time she performed Beautiful Liar since 2011. She never performed Other Side and Bigger from the Gift soundtrack. What? Y'all, these are new add-ins. Beyonce don't be performing these. She broke this out specially for this. Also adding backtrack, according to the internet, she ain't performed Flaws and All live since 2013. Okay. Act 3, Crazy in Love, Countdown, Naughty Girl, and Drunk in Love. She ended Drunk in Love walking towards this apparatus that hoisted her into the air while water and rainfall blew all over and was hitting her in the face, and she still maintained pristine vocals. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing bad to me about Beyonce Knowles Carter. Beyonce Giselle better not be ever hit with no backlash and no back talking or no disrespect. Because, again, I don't think people realize how difficult it is to perform and to get good and to master live performances. When you perform live, you have to, 1, memorize the performance from front to back. And in this case of Beyonce, she just not memorizing her. She doing choreography. She doing a full on set list. She is very heavy on the production side of her own concerts and shows. So she is watching and monitoring and managing everybody else. You then perform it in front of thousands of people. Once you do that, you watch that footage back. You make notes. you critique, you tweak, you readjust. Then you have to remember all of those adjustments in real time and perform it again while being in front of thousands of people. That is extremely difficult to do. And then to get to the point where you become a master and one of the best at live performances while singing live and dancing, I don't want to hear it. Beyonce the shit. I just can't. And when them Renaissance tickets drop, hey, I got some money on it. Okay, I've been saving. Okay, I'm in the building. I'm in the building and I ain't sitting in the nosebleeds. Okay, I'm gonna be up in that thing. What did y'all think about the performances? Because I know y'all saw the concert on social media just like I did. What did y'all think? What was the best part? What were you surprised about? If you were surprised at all by any of it, let me know your thoughts. Hit me up on social media at Canelia. Speaking of incredible women artists and performers, Rihanna is scheduled to perform at the Super Bowl. It's almost time and we ain't got no details, y'all. Ain't nothing leaked. Why ain't nothing leaked? Why we don't know nothing about this performance? All we know is that the Super Bowl is on Sunday, February 12th. Okay, that's it. We don't know the set list. We don't know if there are any surprise performances, special guests. We still don't even know her baby name. Okay, we don't even know the child's name. Even though it ain't got nothing to do with it, what's that baby name? And I ain't saying because I care and I ain't one of them crazy people that's gonna be doing extra stuff with the baby name. I'm just saying Rihanna know how to keep some shit locked down, don't she? She know how to keep some stuff quiet. Why we don't know nothing about this performance? And why I'm excited even though I don't know nothing. So, and I talked about this before, but this is what I assume. Everybody got a guess. Everybody brings somebody out. Okay? Everybody do. Katy Perry brought Missy Elliott out, which was the best part of the performance, if you ask me. But it's safe to assume that with Rihanna's discography, she got enough features to bring all of them out. And it's about a 10-minute set. I think she gonna bring out Drake. Now, I was feeling differently before because of the backlash that he experienced with his Meg Thee Stallion reference lyrics in the album that he had with 21 Savage, because that was shady. I ain't like it. Y'all ain't like it. None of us liked it, and it was a bad look. But stuff cooled down, so she may get Champagne Poppy. If Kanye West hadn't lost his mind, she could have brought him out. Jay-Z, he don't seem to want to perform because he behind all of the performances. So it's going to be kind of weird if he behind the performances and we see him on stage. And I don't think Jay-Z is interested in performing at this point. So we probably ain't going to get no run this town. So who knows what's going to happen? I know one thing though. A$AP Rocky better not perform with her because don't nobody want to see him. I'm sorry. I love the relationship, but I ain't really checking for him at the Super Bowl. That's just me. Great fella. But to me, the Super Bowl caliber performance is next level, otherworldly, go down in history. And it just seemed like there's some bigger names that could be on the docket. I'm excited. Are you excited? I know you are. Hit me up though and let me know what y'all thought and what y'all think is to come, because I've been checking social media to see if there's any updates and we ain't got none. So I'm just sitting here just like y'all, anxious. But if you've heard something, let me know. Hit me up with the tea or with the details or the information, and then I will discreetly share it on Black News if I can with everybody else. Hit me up. Y'all know where to find me on social media. To recap this week's episode, first, we talked about my off week last week. My dad came in town to visit. We went to the Laker game and did a bunch of other activities, but we saw that Ja Morant, Shannon Sharp, and them fighting real time, honey, and it was juicy. Okay, I gave an update about that. Next, we discussed why Lori Harvey seems to have stranger women and stranger men on the internet really upset by the fact that she's dating as a 26-year-old woman. We did a deep dive into my thoughts around that whole situation. Next, we saw that concert posted on Twitter from Beyonce in Dubai. I loved it. Did you love it? I'm assuming you did, but let me know your thoughts about it overall. And if you're looking forward to her full and next concert, which is the Renaissance tour that is supposedly coming this year in 2023. And lastly, we're checking for Rihanna updates about her Super Bowl performance, but we have not heard anything as of yet. I will keep you posted as I hear details, and you all will do the same. But outside that, still tight-lipped, locked down information. Let me know what you thought about any and all of these topics. Hit me up with your thoughts about some or none, and I'll see you guys back here next week. That's it for this week's episode of Black News, y'all. Thanks again. Thank you. And thank you again so much for sticking with us, supporting the podcast, liking and subscribing on all apps where podcasts can be heard, rating 5 stars, and leaving a comment. It helps more than you know, so I really, really appreciate it. And keep sharing Black News with all of your friends and family. Be sure to hit me up on social media if you got ideas for topics. Or just hit me up in general to let me know you've been listening. Let me know your thoughts. I'm at Cornelia on all platforms across the board. That's at Cornelia, like Kenny and Ophelia. Also check my website. I got some shows coming up in Los Angeles County. Hopefully get on the road soon. But for now, if you're in the LA area, hit me up. Check Cornelia.com for show dates and details. And as always, thanks again so much, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Keep supporting, keep growing, keep building, keep staying safe, and keep staying healthy. As always, again, I'll see you back here next time, same time, same place. Bye.